Physics plays a role in the way we live every day. If it were not for the discoveries that have been made, our entire world would not function the way it does. Physics plays a huge role in healthcare, and that's where I'm most familiar with. It has multiple different roles that it plays, from the use of light and quantum mechanics. When you use those two together, those physics principles, you get some examples are the X-ray machine, where it is used light that bonds with electrons that sends waves through the body that are absorbed and then produces an image. The X-ray machine shows bones, and in that picture you can see there's a break in the arm. The other way that it plays is thermodynamics. So using thermal heat in the body to pinpoint areas that have different tension, and then this allows them to focus on that area for treating them. The scientific method is one of the most important methods used by scientists. It makes up many steps that help direct the way an experiment goes. And this method is used daily in healthcare. My example is that a patient comes into the doctor that is sick. The doctor then makes an observation based off of the patient's looks, symptoms, all that. He asks questions, and then he formulates his own question on what he thinks may be wrong. From there, he goes to the testing. If the doctor thinks that they have strep throat, he's going to send them to get swabbed for strep. Those results will come back to the provider. If they're positive, the doctor will treat them. So the conclusion is to treat them. If not, he starts over again to do further testing to figure out what else is going on there. Classic physics. There's been so much study on gravity, and this has helped the way that we fly, that we travel in an airplane. Isaac Newton studied how the Earth's gravitational force pulls things to the Earth, but he also discovered that when a ball is thrown through the air, it does not fall to the Earth. The discovery there was that if an object is flying through the air at high speeds, it does not allow the gravity to pull it down. And that is why we are able to fly at high speeds in an airplane to use for transportation, and millions of people use this for transportation every day. Physics principles and the cell phone. The advancements of cell phone over the last 10 years have been amazing. Almost everyone in the US has a cell phone in their home. These devices are needing to be charged nightly, and they have rechargeable batteries, which allow them to be used throughout the day. So most people's phones have a USB cord that has coils inside them, and when these are plugged in, it creates a magnetic field, and the outlet is able to transfer the electricity from the electrical outlet put to the charger on the phone and charge the battery. Our household has 4 cell phones that charge every night and allows us to use them throughout the day. It's crazy. I've watched this advancement happen throughout my life. You know, growing up, I had a house phone that had to be charged that had to be hooked up to the wall and had a cord on it. And it's funny, my daughter does make comments of back in the day, the old people, they couldn't walk around and talk on their phones because it needed to be plugged into the wall and have a cord on it in order to have it work. So this is really cool to see and watch what's going to happen in the future. Physics and modern technology. This one was very interesting to me. That Einstein he had been way more advanced for his generation, and a lot of his hypotheses that he's created are still being studied and proven today, because when he made these hypotheses, they had no way to prove them. So that was really cool. Another thing is that he studied the way that light can bend in a lens in order to make a picture better and better quality. And he was the creator of the relativity law, which means the laws of physics is identical for all, no matter what speed or how they view life. Physics is the same. And an example of that is like one person is standing closer to a train and watching it go by. It looks like it's going by really fast. And a person that is farther away is watching that same train and it looks like the speed is slower. However, the train speed is the same for both people. It's how you look at, how you view the world, how you view that train. Quantum mechanics in healthcare. This is interesting. X-ray machines, CT machines, MRI, they all use different light waves and electrons to produce internal images, whether it's bones or tissues. I've had X-ray done on my shoulder to see if I had any broken bones when I was having shoulder pain. It does not show any abnormalities, so the doctor ordered an MRI. And the MRI produces the tissues instead of the bones, and it had shown a labrum tear. This helped make a plan of care to help get this fixed. So it's crazy to think without these machines, how would the healthcare system practice? It's crazy. So before taking this class, I was not aware of how physics played such a huge role in the healthcare system. In high school, we touched very vaguely on this topic, which didn't help much either, but physics is also used on the way a person views the world and is used in everything we do as a human race. This class was very interesting, and I've learned so much about all the different ways physics is used and how they were discovered. Definitely going to look at the healthcare system using technology a whole different way. I really enjoyed this class.